Hey everyone, have you ever looked at a building and thought, what on earth were they thinking? Some architects push the limits of creativity so far that their buildings look like something straight out of a sci-fi movie or a surreal painting. From buildings shaped like giant baskets to ones that seem to defy the laws of gravity, these structures are anything but ordinary. Join us as we explore the world's most bizarre buildings, each one stranger and more captivating than the last. You won't want to miss this. The Crooked House, Sopot, Poland. The Crooked House in Sopot, Poland, is a structure that feels like it's come alive and started melting right before your eyes. This surreal building draws you in with its unique curvatures and wavy design, like something out of a dream. It's as if someone took a traditional house, pulled it from each corner and gave it a whimsical twist, making it appear like it's constantly in motion. Walking by, you can't help but stop and stare, wondering if the building might just bend further while you watch. This bizarre structure is part of a shopping center, with cafes and stores that invite you to step inside and explore its playful interior. Imagine sipping coffee in a cafe where even the walls around you curve and bend. Every step inside feels like you're moving through an optical illusion, with angled windows and tilted floors adding to the dreamlike experience. People come from all over to photograph this quirky piece of architecture, and if you're ever in Poland, it's a sight you won't want to miss. The architects who designed the Crooked House were inspired by the illustrations of Jan Marcin Zancer, a famous Polish artist. The way this building embodies his imaginative art style makes it feel like a tribute to creativity itself. It's proof that architecture doesn't always need to be rigid or symmetrical. It can be playful and abstract too. If you're someone who loves the weird and the wonderful, this building might just be your favorite stop. This isn't just a building, it's a landmark that shows how architecture can blend fantasy with function. The Crooked House doesn't just attract tourists, but also locals who've come to embrace its quirky charm. So if you love architecture that pushes boundaries, add this one to your list. The Basket Building, Newark, Ohio, USA. Imagine driving down the highway and spotting a giant picnic basket in the distance. Yes, you heard that right. A 7-story basket. This structure, known as the Basket Building, is the former headquarters of the Longaberger Company, a company known for its handcrafted baskets. The building's handles even extend over the roof, completing the illusion and making you do a double take. It's not every day you see a colossal picnic basket on your commute. This giant basket isn't just for show, it's a fully functional office building, complete with all the amenities you'd expect. Walking inside, you'll find typical office spaces with a twist. Imagine telling people you work in a basket. The design even includes a specially constructed roof to handle the weight of the giant handles, adding an engineering marvel to the building's already impressive design. There's something oddly comforting about this oversized basket. It's whimsical and charming, bringing a touch of nostalgia to the town. The idea came from Longaberger's founder, who wanted the building to reflect the brand's identity. It's rare to see a company headquarters so committed to its theme, right down to the architecture. For those who have a soft spot for unusual structures, this building is the perfect mix of quirky and practical. Even though the company no longer operates here, the building stands as a beloved icon and remains a favorite roadside attraction. For those with an appreciation for the unconventional, the Basket Building is a reminder of the power of branding and creativity in architecture. It shows how you can turn a functional office into something unforgettable. So, next time you're in Ohio, keep your eyes peeled. You might just spot this giant basket on the horizon. The Piano House, Huainan, China. The Piano House in Huainan, China is a dream come true for music lovers and architecture enthusiasts alike. Designed to resemble a giant piano with a violin beside it, this building is as elegant as it is unusual. Its sleek black exterior shines under the sun, and the transparent violin adds a touch of magic, making the structure look like it's from another world. Imagine standing in front of this enormous piano, wondering if it might start playing a tune just for you. This architectural gem houses a music school and exhibition spaces, and every part of it is crafted to reflect the beauty of music. Inside, you'll find music-themed rooms and decor that celebrate the art of sound. It's a place where you can feel the rhythm and melody in the walls around you. The attention to detail is incredible, from the piano keys that form steps to the glass violin that serves as the building's entrance. For architecture lovers, the Piano House is an example of how design can capture the spirit of an art form. This building isn't just functional, it's a celebration of creativity and harmony. It's a space where students can feel inspired daily, surrounded by the essence of music. Can you imagine going to school in a building shaped like a piano? It's the kind of place that makes learning feel like an adventure. In a world of conventional buildings, the piano house stands out as a symbol of art and passion. It's a reminder that architecture can be as expressive and emotional as any other art form. For anyone with a love of music, this is a building that's guaranteed to strike a chord. The Kansas City Library, Missouri, USA. The Kansas City Library's parking garage is anything but ordinary. Its outer wall is designed to look like a giant bookshelf, with massive book spines depicting classic novels and local favorites. Imagine pulling up to a parking spot next to a giant copy of To Kill a Mockingbird or The Lord of the Rings. It's like stepping into a storybook world, where books are larger than life and ready to transport you to another time and place. This creative design was inspired by the idea of bringing literature to life and making the library more accessible and inviting to the community. The books chosen were selected based on recommendations from residents, which adds a personal touch to the project. Can you imagine seeing your favorite book on a building that everyone in the city admires? It's a dream come true for book lovers. Inside, the library continues to impress, with spacious reading rooms, cozy study areas, and even art installations. But it's the exterior that captures your attention immediately. People of all ages come to see this towering bookshelf, reminding us of the power of books and the joy of reading. If you're a bookworm, standing in front of these giant book spines is like being surrounded by friends. The Kansas City Library proves that architecture can make a statement and invite people to engage with culture in new ways. It's a building that makes you smile and feel welcome, encouraging everyone to dive into the world of books. For anyone with a love of literature, this library is a place where stories truly come to life. The Bubble Palace, Cannes, France. The Bubble Palace, or Palais Boulle in Cannes, France, is unlike anything you've seen before. It's a series of interconnected circular rooms that look like bubbles floating on a hillside. The soft, rounded shapes make it look like it was sculpted by nature, and the orange-pink color gives it a warm, almost otherworldly glow. Imagine living in a house with no sharp edges, just smooth curves everywhere you look. This futuristic palace is the creation of architect Antti Lovag, who wanted to design a home free from traditional walls and angles. Instead, each room is a bubble-like pod, connected by tunnels and terraces that flow seamlessly into one another. The whole structure overlooks the Mediterranean Sea, offering stunning views that add to the feeling of being in a completely different world. It's no wonder that the Bubble Palace has become a favorite setting for fashion shows and events. Inside, the rooms are just as imaginative, with circular furniture, windows, and doors that mimic the natural shapes outside. The result is a space that feels both luxurious and cozy, a perfect blend of futuristic design and comfort. For anyone fascinated by unique homes, the Bubble Palace is a masterpiece that challenges the conventions of architecture and inspires a new way of thinking about space. The Bubble Palace shows us that architecture can go beyond function and become a form of expression, a work of art in its own right. Imagine the conversations you'd have if you lived here. It's a place that invites creativity and celebrates individuality. For those with a love for the bold and the unusual, this palace is a dream come true. The Cube Houses, Rotterdam, Netherlands. The Cube Houses in Rotterdam are one of the most mind-bending residential designs you'll ever see. Imagine an entire block of houses tilted 45 degrees, perched on stilts and shaped like perfect cubes. Each house is angled to look like it's balancing on one of its corners, making the entire structure feel like a dizzying optical illusion. Walking through this neighborhood, you might find yourself wondering how people live inside such an unusual setup. Inside, the cube houses are just as fascinating. The tilted design allows for rooms filled with natural light and strange angles that create a feeling of openness. Each cube is a standalone home, and the tilted windows give you views from unexpected perspectives, almost like living inside a giant kaleidoscope. For anyone who appreciates bold architectural designs, these houses are a marvel to explore. The concept was created by architect Piet Blom, who wanted to design tree houses where each cube represents an abstracted tree, creating an urban forest. Living here would mean becoming part of an experiment in modern, playful design. Can you imagine living in a neighborhood where each home feels like a piece of surrealist art? It's a dream for architecture enthusiasts and a delight for visitors exploring Rotterdam. If you're ever in the Netherlands, the cube houses are a must-see. You can even tour one of the homes to get a feel of what living in this urban forest is like. These quirky cubes show how architecture can challenge our perceptions of space and function, creating a neighborhood that's both fascinating and fun. The upside-down house, Szymbark, Poland. The upside-down house in Szymbark, Poland is exactly what it sounds like. A house flipped completely on its head. The roof sits on the ground while the floors are pointed skyward, making it look as if a giant picked it up and placed it upside down. This isn't just a quirky design. Every piece of furniture, decor, and even the fixtures are upside down inside, giving visitors the surreal feeling of walking on the ceiling. Entering this house is like stepping into a world where gravity has turned topsy-turvy. Walking through the interior, you'll notice that even the tables, chairs, and paintings are mounted upside down, making you feel as if you're defying gravity. It's a disorienting experience that has visitors laughing, stumbling, and trying to adjust to this unusual perspective. It's the perfect place for anyone looking for a fun, interactive experience in architecture. The upside-down house was built as a symbolic reminder of the upside-down nature of modern life, encouraging visitors to see things from a different angle. Imagine stepping into a house where everything is backward, inviting you to leave your expectations at the door. It's a playful yet thought-provoking design, inviting people to question the world around them. For anyone who loves a bit of whimsy and adventure, the upside-down house is a unique experience. Not only is it visually fascinating, but it also offers an unforgettable interaction with architecture that challenges the norms of space and structure. The Robot Building, Bangkok, Thailand. The Robot Building in Bangkok is a perfect blend of humor, design, and modernity. Standing tall among Bangkok's skyline, this 20-story building is designed to look like a retro robot, complete with antennae, eyes, and ears. Its metallic facade and quirky appearance make it stand out in the business district, bringing a touch of fun to the urban landscape. Can you imagine working in a building that looks like a robot? It's a unique mix of corporate and playful. Inside, the building functions as a bank, with interiors that are sleek and modern, balancing out its whimsical exterior. You'd almost forget you're inside a robot when you see the minimalist design of the lobby and workspaces. The structure's eyes even serve a practical purpose as windows, allowing natural light to flood the floors. For those who appreciate architecture with character, this building is a fascinating example of a form-meeting function. The Robot Building was designed by architect Sumit Jumsai in the 1980s as a response to Bangkok's booming high-tech industry at the time. It stands as a reminder of the impact of technology on our lives and how architecture can reflect societal trends in fun and unexpected ways. If you love quirky designs that tell a story, the Robot Building is a fantastic representation of imagination and creativity in urban architecture. Seeing this giant robot against the city's modern skyline is a sight to behold. It's a reminder that buildings don't have to be all business. They can also bring a smile to your face. The House Attack, Vienna, Austria. In Vienna, Austria, there's a building that looks like it's being attacked by another house crashing into its roof. Known as the House Attack, this unusual art installation is on the roof of the Museum Moderner Kunst, MUMAK, and features a small house stuck into the larger museum building at an angle. Imagine walking down the street and seeing a house sticking out of the roof above you. It's a sight that stops people in their tracks and makes them look twice. Created by artist Erwin Wurm, the House Attack challenges viewers to rethink conventional ideas of art, space, and architecture. The tilted house on the roof adds a sense of playfulness and surprise to the otherwise simple facade of the museum. It's a place where art and architecture collide, inviting people to question the structures around them and see buildings in a new light. Visitors inside the museum get a glimpse of the attacking house from different angles, enhancing the experience. It's as if the building itself is a part of the exhibition, offering art lovers and architecture enthusiasts a playful reminder that even the most stable structures can hold surprises. Imagine viewing an art exhibit and catching a glimpse of a house sticking out of the ceiling. It's surreal, creative, and entirely unexpected. For those with an appreciation for art and the bizarre, the House Attack is a must-see. It shows how architecture can become a canvas for artistic expression, creating moments that are thought-provoking and fun. This is one attack you won't want to miss. The Stone House, Fafe, Portugal. The stone house in Fafe, Portugal looks like something straight out of the Flintstones. Built between two massive stones, this unique house seamlessly integrates with the natural landscape, making it almost invisible from certain angles. The house's stone walls, roof, and even some furniture are crafted from rock, giving it a prehistoric look that's both rustic and charming. It's a house that truly feels like a part of the earth. Inside, the stone house is surprisingly cozy, with traditional decor that contrasts its rocky exterior. The natural stone walls keep the interior cool in the summer and warm in the winter, showcasing nature's natural insulating properties. Imagine living in a home that feels as sturdy as a mountain. It's an experience that brings you closer to nature while still offering comfort and protection. The stone house was originally intended as a rural retreat, designed to blend in with the mountainous landscape around it. Every time you look at it, you're reminded of the beauty of simplicity and how architecture can harmonize with its surroundings. Something is grounding about this structure, a sense of timelessness that makes it feel like it's been here for centuries. For those who love nature-inspired design, the stone house is a masterpiece of organic architecture. It's a reminder that sometimes the best designs are those that let nature take the lead, working with the landscape rather than against it. This house might look like it belongs in a different era, but its unique beauty is something everyone can appreciate. And there you have it. 10 of the world's most bizarre buildings that show just how creative and sometimes quirky architecture can be. From giant baskets to pianos and bubbles, these structures redefine what buildings can look like. If you enjoyed this journey through the strange and wonderful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to DwellScape. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep exploring the incredible world of architecture with us.